Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Hogwarts Legacy. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zarel. Let's get to it. So today we're going to Azkaban, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So one of the portraits wanted to talk to us in the Hufflepuff common room, and that is Eldritch Diggory. Now this is the Hufflepuff specific quest. Each house has their own specific quest, one throughout the entire campaign, and this is the one. How you get to the map chamber in the game the first time is all unique depending on which house that you're playing. In fact, one of the challenges is that you go to the map room as a member of each of the 4 different houses: Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. So, Eldritch Diggory was an Auror in his time, I believe. Maybe not, but his great niece is a retired Auror. One of her cases involved a young boy who tore some pages from the book that we found. He found out about the book that we found from the restricted section of the library in Hogwarts, and he wanted to talk to us about it because his great niece had a case that was a little bit tentative. It was not very solid of a case, and the girl that ended up getting convicted of this boy's murder, if the pages were found, it could prove that she was in fact innocent. So justice is, or it was a little bit more fickle back in the day. So, yikes. And to be sent to Azkaban with Dementors would certainly be a bit of a problem.
I shall go and see her right away.
Dragonpox. Okay. So, we're going to go talk to his great niece, Thistlewood, Helen Thistlewood. And he's going to be there as well. He has a portrait there. So, as you know, they can go between their different portraits. And we'll just fast travel a little bit faster to Upper Hogsfield. I have to say that, unfortunately, the Hufflepuffs have a lot of footwork to do in the house-specific quest compared to the other houses. I think that the Hufflepuff has to do a lot more legwork than any of the other ones, but that's just me. Especially when you don't have access to a broomstick yet. Alright, so
I met your great uncle in his portrait.
Helen, what do we have here?
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldritch believes the book you found and its missing pages
Unsolved. How can it be an unsolved case
from my time as an Auror.
Very well.
if someone was convicted?
Decades ago,
So unsolved maybe for her, but as far as the Ministry of Magic, it's been solved.
Found his body. When his headless ghost
Richard Jackdaw. Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban.
The testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne,
Apollonia
I'm
Black.
not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine.
Anne's
She said
alibi.
Jacob promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had
Peeves had ripped the pages out
but only after she solved
a century
series of
ago,
puzzles he prepared.
and
Oddly, to woo a girl.
Richard
She's where she
Jackdaw
never
got a
even
hold
solved
of
the
them,
first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's
looking
place
like it
vanished
was some
almost
sort
as
of
soon as he
adventure, which he
Without
was keen
Jackdaw's
to
puzzle,
have, and he
pages,
promised
or the
an
names,
adventure
Anne was sent to Azkaban
if she
based
can follow the
solely on
clues,
Apollonia's spurious
and
testimony.
I don't understand.
that wasn't
What
enough
can
to
I do to
save her
help?
from
I believe
Azkaban.
Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now,
Reasonable doubt
but after spending
apparently
time
doesn't
in
play
Azkaban, she's a
into
shadow of her
the
former
equation
self.
when it comes
She won't
to
speak to
magical
anyone she
justice
doesn't
back in,
trust, and she trusts no one. If
well,
you, a student with a connection
150
to the
odd years
pages
ago.
like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
So, not great.
What a horrible story. If you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news.
Yeah.
You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate,
Right
I've
to
escorted
Azkaban.
ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place.
Never a student.
I'll admit, but I
Ministers,
will keep you
professors,
safe.
and many others.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
The Black family. Another black mark on the
Apollonia
Black family.
claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he
Threatened to
broke her
kill the
heart.
boy after
The
broke
Black family's
he broke
power
her
over
heart.
certain people in the ministry, along
Yeah,
with the fact that
yeah.
Anne is Muggle-born, sealed
Money
her
and power.
fate.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl. And that lack of
She
wit
wasn't too
proved to be
bright,
her
which
undoing.
made her
suspect
puzzle-solving
Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely
skills
toying with her.
put into
Who could
question.
have known
Apparently,
I'd end up dead?
Mr.
She's not held up
Jackdaw
well
did
in
not
Azkaban.
consider that.
In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Yeah. And she's been in there how
You
long?
said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure.
So,
If I had to guess,
Jackdaw
he tired of Scotland
continues
and
to
is somewhere
be
on
an
the other side of the
adventurer
globe
even
by now.
after his own death.
Very well. Let's go.
So that makes it
Steady
interesting.
yourself. We'll apparate together.
Steady
Don't worry,
yourself.
I've never splinched anyone.
I've never splinched anyone
Take care now,
yet.
and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
One of the things that Eldred said was that he was trying to reform Azkaban, and then it didn't go well. So he was actually a minister of magic. And there we are. We only get to see Azkaban when Voldemort blew it up. Here we get to see it in all its glory. Its horrible, horrible glory. A rabbit. It's funny that some of these Patronus avatars
Keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may
are
feel
able
a
to
wave of despair. It will pass.
provide a barrier against
Thank you for
the
the warning.
Dementors.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me.
It's a terrible place,
This isn't a place for loitering.
but
I
we'll
never
soon
thought
be
I'd see the
leaving.
inside of Azkaban for myself.
Yeah. How many times can you say you've
Not even I could
been able
convince
to
the
look at
ministry to send them
Azkaban?
off.
Never,
No need for such
unless you've been a
monsters.
Hufflepuff.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot.
See the prisoners of Azkaban. Not someplace you even want to visit, let alone
I cast Crucio on the lot of you.
have to reside for any length of time.
They teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
Yeah, some open cells, some not.
I can feel it. Someone come to feed me.
And there's no wizards or witches that are on
School's
staff,
open
it looks
these
like.
days.
Now remember,
Looks like the
Anne has been
Dementors are
here
the
a long
only
time. The
jail
Dementors
keepers there.
aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you
Anne's been here a long time.
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that
Oof, rough.
death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate
Now, she would have been a student
Ah, the book. the mages found the pages. Methinks
A
the
little bit
feckless
of
knave meandered to his cave,
Riddler.
where fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
There we go.
Hogsfield field, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Unfortunately, I don't think proving Anne's innocent would help at all.
Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
Yeah.
What is it, Anne?
Oof. The equivalent of a magical shiv. Yeah. I don't think Anne can be saved. I think she's too far gone down that Dementor path.
Have what you need. I'll be all right once I get.
I'll be alright once I get apparated. Alright, so following the path, it's taking us to, well, a spot past these mongrels, which happens to be a challenge. Actually, all of the different types of enemies are a challenge, and you
This
get
must be the place Anne told me about.
a perk
No one's been here for ages.
for your gear slots that you can you don't take as much damage from these particular types. So we only want to pull the blue handles when we cast the revealing charm.
Ah, I see.
The other ones are a trap.
You couldn't
So
outwit me, Jack
there we
Daw.
go.
Now, where's the clue you left behind?
My dearest Anne, well done. Terribly glad.
A note from Jack Daw.
Oh man.
Anne never found it.
I think he probably needed to
Is he to blame at all?
make it easier for Anne to figure it out because she wasn't quite as clever.
Could it be?
Oh, and
Someone
speak
solved
of the
my
ghost.
puzzle after all these years. Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw.
We solved
at
the
your
puzzle.
service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do.
Yeah, he does.
That was my puzzle you solved.
What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves. And then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne. Broke my
Broke
heart.
my heart.
I had to go on without her.
Probably best for her in the end.
Probably best for her.
I don't know
Dare
about
I
that.
ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. I fear the Dementors
Yep,
have taken
exactly.
an
Irreversible toll
on her.
What?
from the Dementors.
Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne.
I
had no idea.
thought she wrote me off.
I thought she'd written me off.
Oh,
I've been traveling
man.
the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently.
Traveling the world so
I
no
must
one
speak
could
to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help
speak
Anne.
to him even
I'm
as
glad
a
to hear it.
ethereal form.
Before you go,
Not that I don't know
would I
if that
still
would
be
hold
able to
up
find the pages with the map
in
that
magical
you mentioned?
court.
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what.
Alright, so now
meet
we're going
me
to
at
go
the edge of the Forbidden Forest.
find
and I'll
this
show you precisely where
other
to find
cave in the Forbidden Forest.
Thank you. I need to find those pages.
And
Help
we'll
a friend.
need
I shall
Mr.
see you
Jackdaw
We meet
and
again,
his
Richard Jackdaw.
bearings and hope to get
I
there.
suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these
Take the
pages.
patience of a
Well said.
Hufflepuff.
Now, where do we go from here?
Alright, so
Follow
we're
me.
going to
I
go
shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the
with
scene of my
Jackdaw
demise.
and
Keep
find
your eyes open for a bird bath.
Uh,
When you
well,
find
the
it,
cave
say,
that's become his
"Inframuros."
tomb.
I think it's Latin or Greek.
And this is where everything converges from all the different houses. But we'll put it on here just so you can see how to get
Intramuros.
to, or the rest of the way, to finish the challenge of getting to the map chamber as a Hufflepuff. Like I said, though, once you start talking to Jackdaw and get to the Forbidden Forest, it should pretty much be the same, regardless of what house you're in. So we'll add this in as a completion, but it's the same regardless of the house. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Incendio. No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is. Impressive. That must be where all this leads. Revelio. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Expelliarmus. Accio. Revelio. I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh. Revelio. Platform ought to be able to float straight to me. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Accio. Revelio. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Revelio. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio! Revelio. Incendio. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. That's odd. I did in this loop, but there's no sign of him. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this. I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be? Accio! That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loop. Revelio. There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the headed Richard Jackdaw. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how the spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave. Revelio. Must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Thank you for keeping these pages safe all these years. Here it is, the map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room? Revelio. Stupefy. 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 Expelliarmus. What's happening? I've seen this before. The Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pentatives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
PlayStation